When there's no more hope is left in me, I can see what comes my way, and I'm always lost. There's nowhere else to go. All I do is fall. Feels like I can make it more than I could bear. Giving up is all that I can surrender to you. Take me in your arms and hold me. With your love, find my rest, and I can see you lead me. You make me hope again. Your love is all I ever need. Never knew this love can make my heart beat. You hold my world again. Your love is all I ever need. No one else will fill my heart like you do. And there's no more fears left in me. I can see you light my way, and you're always near. There's no
Hi guys, so welcome back to Gift-Kachi's channel, and if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do like this video, share this video, subscribe, follow. Did I used to follow? Subscribe, Sha. Subscribe to our channel, guys. Please share this link of all her videos to your friends. This is Victoria from Victoria Collections. Please follow my Instagram page at Victoria Collections, VIK_collections on Instagram. My personal page is Victoria Aura. I think she's gonna put it in the whatever description box. That's what they call it. So guys, yeah, I sell here. Let me show you guys some of what we have. We sell really nice hair here. I have a lot of them here. So anyway, we're not talking about the hair business today. I said hair, I make dresses too. We're not talking about that today. We're talking about me. Yeah, I just want to share a little bit of my story, you guys. I and Gift-Kachi discussed this, and we think it's gonna help a few people, so that we get to begin to look beyond the camera, beyond all of the camera, beyond our Instagram pictures, beyond our lifestyle that we portray. So you all know that everybody's going through one or two things or the other, and nobody is freaking perfect. Nobody has it all. Most of the time it's all fake life. We are all living fake life. So I just want to share a little bit of my story, of my experience, what I've been going through for like the past 3 years. This is 2021, and I thank God for how far we've come. I thank God that everything is over now. The storm is over now. I'm better now. Anyway, so this is how it all started. I was a vibrant girl, very vibrant. Had in 2019, January 2019, that was how it started. No, I think 2018, towards the end of 2018 it started. I just started having some kind of pain in my leg for no reason. At first I thought, because there was a time I took a bike. I usually fly bikes in Lagos then, guy, you know the traffic in Lagos, so I usually fly bikes in Lagos, and there was this day I was on a bike. It wasn't a serious hit, a downfall was hit my leg, but we didn't fall, and it wasn't a, I don't know, it was just like, it wasn't serious kind of hit. So that was all I thought caused the pain on my leg at the time. So in 2018, I went to the hospital in Ogun State. My parents stay in Ota. Went to the hospital, the general hospital in Ota there. Told them I was feeling pain in my leg. They did one or two things. They used their syringe, remove fluid from the leg as per. Okay, I had an injury, there was fluid around it, that was what was causing me pain and swelling. I got a bit of relief at the time. I had bandage on the leg for a while. The pain was still there. I went back to them. They had an x-ray done. They said, oh, it's a crack in the bone. You need to do this, you need to do that. I did everything they asked me to do. It was like for like a month or two, I felt relief. I was working fine. The whole pain was gone. And again, it came back in December. When it came back, we decided to do the local method. There was this Baba, a Yoruba man, where we stayed in Ottawa. We went to paying 500 naira to massage the leg. He would rub whatever is rubbing, massage. And I would shout and I would shout and I would shout. And we didn't know this thing was just starting really small, was changing my life, my step, where I was walking. Then I traveled out. I wanted to study, it didn't work out. My leg was part of the reason I came back to Nigeria in January 2019, and the leg started again in January 2019. This time around, it started with a lot of pain. Okay, I didn't want to tell my parents then because I just came back. So I wasn't really in the right state of mind at the time. I was just feeling bad as far educationally. Everything wasn't working out for me. I graduated from secondary school years back, hadn't gotten admission. I was just everywhere. I don't know if you guys understand. It wasn't like I wasn't in the right place as a then in life. I wasn't in the right place at the time in 2019. Then, luckily for me, there was this school, my school where I am now, 300 level. There was an opening in January. They had started the 100 level then. I just joined them, paid, and voila, I became a student. One or two things, now their requirements. And the leg was still paining me. This thing started small. Now, I was in Enugu. I met people. Said, okay, there's this woman. Go to this woman on our walk. I went to this woman. This woman was massaging me every day. I was going. I was in pain. The pain wasn't going. I don't know if you guys understand. You see, it started changing how I walk. I started limping. I started having patience for people to move out of class before I come out of the class. It changed my life. Then I started appreciating the leg. So, a friend of mine in school then told me he placed in her village. There was this man, let's go there. And we went there. This time we thought it was a local thing. We went there, this man did what he did to my leg. He used razor blade. This man first said he had arthritis. I'm like, how old am I? I'll be having arthritis. But then, whatever that'll make me better. This man used razor blade. I wasn't cut my leg like cut in the name of removing bad blood. God, I was in so much pain. But then I cried my eyes out. And he did whatever I did, dropped it to my I did that thing for like 3 consecutive times. 3 fucking times. And I couldn't take the pain anymore. And then my elder brother, I stay with my elder brother, noticed something on my leg one day. The lap was getting slimmer than the other one. Meaning, because I've not really been working with it, I've been pampering it due to pain for months. I've been pampering it, so definitely the muscles that were getting weaker. That was when I was like, no, this thing is no longer fun. Let's know what to do, because it was no longer fun. Then my parents came around. No, before my parents came around, I went to UNTH, University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital. I went to Enugu State University Teaching Hospital, Park Lane. I went to Orthopedic Hospital in Enugu, and I went to one other hospital, I cannot remember the name. Then, these 4 hospitals, all the doctors I met there were like, young lady, you need to cut your leg. You are cutting my leg, why? What's wrong with my leg? I don't know if you guys understand. You're just telling me, just like that. Like the first doctor I went to UNTH, after a whole lot of stress they put me through, before I could see their doctor, what he's telling me is that they're going to cut my leg. How? I just looked at him and just walked out of the office. That was too much of information for me. But I didn't tell my parents because I was scared. I didn't want them to feel bad. I thought, man, this is it. This is it for me. Anyway, I was always happy. Nobody would know at that time in January, February what I was going through. January, February 2019. You wouldn't even know because, man, I would still come to Snapchat, make videos and post. Then I started selling hair, so I was always doing videos and all of that. Nobody knew that this girl is so. Plus the pain is mad. The pain is mad, guys. So I was going to school. I overlooked everything they said. I continued going to stuff like God was going to heal me or all of that. Anything that want to happen, let it happen. He told me to cut my leg, I'll limp. When I went to school one day at the canteen, the woman I was selling to, I was like, have you gone to Niger Foundation Hospital? Very good hospital, you know. Go there, I think they are good. Immediately she told me, I called my parents. I said I should go to this hospital. And they're like, okay, go now. Do you have money? No, I don't have. They sent me money. I went to the hospital, got their card, did everything, saw the doctor that night. The doctor also used syringe, and because then that part was already swollen, so he used syringe to withdraw some amount of blood from the leg, and blood was so thick and clotted. That day that was when I started getting scared more. I don't even know. I don't know. Then he asked me to do an X-ray. I had an X-ray done. Then they ran tests on the whatever they removed from the leg blood. They ran, so where was I? My mom worked in. They ran tests on the blood. I'm supposed to come back the next 2 days to get the test and the X-ray. So when I got there, the doctor saw me again. I was like, this looks like an infection. This looks like a tumor, but we are not going to come to conclusion because the blood we drew didn't show an infection. So we're going to have to ask you to do an MRI. And please, your bone is looking broken. You need to start working with clutches. I was like, eh? I should work with clutches. It's like, okay, no problem. I called my parents. I didn't even tell them about the clutches part. I just told them they started to do MRI. And MRI at the time was 90 something K. They sent me the money. Because I was crying, safe. Then I went to do MRI. When I got the results for the MRI the next day, they gave me a CD and their own report. From the report, what I read was osteoblastoma, osteosarcoma, blah blah blah. As a person that I am, I had to go and browse. My sister, what I was seeing got me scared. I kept the phone. I'm like, okay, until I go and see the doctor and all of that. I went to see the doctor without clutches. I went with the CD and the report. And the doctor saw me and the doctor was like, you this young lady, why are you not with clutches? You want to enjoy yourself. Your leg is going to fall down. Your leg is going to break. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get clutches. That evening, okay, when I went to see the doctor now told me, yes, you have osteoblastoma, which is good. It's a tumor, but it's a benign tumor. We don't know what type of tumor it is until we have what do you call it? What is that word? What I'll remember maybe before the end of this video. They are going to do some tests on the leg after surgery. They're going to do tests on whatever they remove from the leg. What's that word? What's that word? I'll remember. I will remember. You guys need to hear that word. So after that, that evening I went to get clutches. And when I went to get clutches, guys, when I was buying the clutches, the man that was selling to me was like, when they use the clutches, guy, my size. Hi. I just looked at the man and I was like, it's me. I couldn't even say it was me. Inside the market, guys, I started crying. Because in my life, if you ever told me that I needed clutches. Anyway, I got it and I bought just one. And I went to the hospital, I think the next day, to see the doctor. The doctor was like, why would you buy one clutches? I asked you to buy two. And I looked at this man like, what's wrong with this man? What's wrong with this man? So the man was like, okay, we need to see your parents at this point. You need to be booked for surgery as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Yeah, I need to be booked for surgery. I want to browse out that thing that they did. I want to know. So I'll tell you people. So he was like, I'll be booked for surgery. Ha! Booked for surgery. I think the second time I came with my dad when I went to one clutch. So on my way back, my dad got another clutch. And then my mom came around. They did their test for clutch for surgery. The surgery day came on the 19th of March 2019. I can never forget that it was on a Saturday. I got to the hospital around 10. Okay, I was in the hospital on Friday against Saturday. Friday evening against Saturday. They said don't eat anything. I was like, don't eat anything for leg surgery again. Do you understand? So they wheeled me into the theater, and yeah, that place is really cool. Oh, it's very, very cool. And guy, they wheeled me into the theater. The doctor told me no. The doctor told me that that I'll be awake. That I'll be awake for the surgery, but I wouldn't feel pain. So they gave me whatever injection for me to sleep off and for me to be numb. So I was numb from my leg down. I think I was okay here, but they tied my hand this way. I don't know why. So yes, they started the surgery. Yes, when they started, I felt pressure, but I didn't feel pain. I felt pressure when they were cutting the leg open, but I didn't feel pain. In between everything they were saying, I was hearing, bring this, bring that, bring this, bring that. But I was okay because there was a nurse sitting by my side talking to me, and then they covered my face, so I didn't see what was happening on the other side. So in between the surgery, felt like no, first of all, imagine Nigerian hospital. We bought bone powder, 3 packs. One bone powder as at then cost 120,000 naira. So we bought 3 packs. And then in between the surgery, the doctor is telling us these 3 packs is not enough. And we begged him, we told him, please make sure what we're taking is enough. Because he was one saying it has to be enough, it has to be enough. So we had to tell him, make sure it's enough. In your hands to buy excess. He was not telling us it's not enough for the surgery. When you've cut me open and you guys don't have this thing in the hospital. I had that part. I had him making calls to the person who got it from. And this person was like, I'm on the 9th mile. You need to know how far it was from the hospital. So I was open till this person came here. So in between all of this, the anesthetic that was given to me weared off. Not like I couldn't lift my leg, but I could feel what they were doing to me inside the theater. I was in the pain, guy. I'm not gonna lie, I cried, I shouted, I wailed, I cried. And then my mom was on the other, like my mom was also, I could hear her own voice also crying. I don't know if you can understand. And I think I slept off. And when I woke up, they were moving me from the operation bed to a stretcher that will take me to my ward. And the pain came back immediately. I cried out of these people's theater. I cried Saturday, I cried Sunday, I cried Monday, I cried till Tuesday. Oh, the pain was too much. I remember my brother, God, the pain was too much. Pain was too much. And they were not even giving me pain relief or anything, just antibiotics for infection not to happen and all of that. So yeah, I don't want to go into their Nigeria's health system. It's just so fucked up. It is so fucked up. The annoying part of all of this is that the annoying part of all this is that the surgery was not worth it. So after the whole surgery thing, I began to get myself. I was discharged after like 2 weeks from the hospital. I did my surgery in March. I did not feel my leg. Feel my leg until like July. I couldn't lift my leg, I couldn't feel it. I was doing a lot of physiotherapy. I even thought I've lost the leg. I was like, they for people cut this leg instead of this thing. So that means the doctor that did my surgery damaged a nerve. I had a peripheral nerve, whatever. So I remember biopsy. They did biopsy on what they removed from my leg, and they called it an aneurysmal cyst. Oh yeah. They called it an aneurysmal cyst. So after that, yeah, I couldn't feel my leg to like. Then I got my leg back. I started feeling it. I started lifting it. My leg was like this. It was like vegetable. Do like come down. Do like come down. Do you understand? Then I think around October I got my leg back. I dropped clutches. I was walking very fine. Even when I did surgery, I was walking very, very perfect. We even had a Thanksgiving party that year, because that year also my brother had a fire accident, so a lot happened. My dear, fast forward to 2020 January, my leg started paining me again. My leg started paining me again. I'm like, what is this? Okay, I went back to the doctor. The doctor is like, okay, you have to do another MRI, you do another test. I did another MRI, I did another test, I did X-ray. Meanwhile, all through my recovery stage, I was always going back to the doctor every 2 weeks. And seeing that doctor every 2 weeks was 5,000 naira. Every session of my physiotherapy a day was 5,000 naira. There was even a time I was doing physiotherapy for 14,000 naira one day. So in between, I was already tired of the money that was going out. Then, so guys, after I came back in 2020, I went back to that same doctor. And that doctor was like, my leg needs to be cut, blah, 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 blah. We didn't even reply him. Then we decided to travel out, more medical attention. I and my mom, we left Nigeria February 13th in 2020 to India. I remember getting to the airport, they picked us up, we got to the airport, because we go to India on a Thursday in the morning. We got to the airport, they took us to international wing. Guy, when we got there, they gave me options for my doctor, because before we get there, you send them a medical report and everything. They already know what's wrong with you, type of doctors you need and all of that. So they said I needed an oncologist and an orthopedic surgeon. They showed me oncologists like this. This is Dr. Raj, 35 years experience, 100 surgeries done, 98 good, 2% bad. Orthopedic, they will show you, guy. Then obviously you pick the best. Yeah, you know the best is the most expensive. Anyway, I picked my doctor. His name is Dr. Kumar. Yeah, I picked him. I saw him that day. He said I needed to do a biopsy first. He asked it. And then during the treatment, I showed him, okay, sir, this is the drug I was taking in Nigeria. There was a drug my doctor in Nigeria gave to me. I forgot the name. I was taking that drug from after my surgery in March till the end of 2019. Once a week. And that drug costs 9,800 naira. And it contains just 3 tablets. So I was buying 9,800 naira every 3 weeks. Once a week, and I chose to take it every Sunday because of school. Every Sunday I'll take this drug, and when I take this drug, I had serious hair loss. I lost all my hair. I had to cut my hair in 2019 towards the ending. I had serious hair loss. This drug will make you fucking weak. You won't be able to talk, you won't be able to lift a finger. It can even make you, guy, that drug was killing me. And when I showed the doctor, okay, I was taking this drug back in Nigeria, he's also shouting. I was like, this drug is not for you. How old are you again? I told him. And it's like, this drug is even, first of all, it's not for people my age. It's for people that are from 40 towards their 70s. Number one. And then this drug is for a cancer patient, not even for me. And I do not have cancer. Why were you taking this drug? So, the first line of treatment for you is that we have to conduct a test and be sure that this drug hasn't caused any damage in your body. Now, that's not why we're here. We had to run tests, and that cost us. The first day we got to the hospital, we spent nearly 1.something million naira on tests. Just tests. After they ran tests, they said, luckily for me, it didn't cause serious damage. It was just 1 or 2 things, and they had to flush it out. And then I did 2 surgeries in India. The first one was biopsy. Biopsy wasn't so serious. They just cut me open, brought out some part of the tumor and ran a test on it to know what exactly it was, so they'll know the line of treatment that will be done on it. So after the biopsy, they said it was an aneurysmal cyst, and I've forgotten the other part because I can't pronounce the word. After the biopsy, I got myself almost immediately. I went home. After the biopsy, they said it was an aneurysmal cyst, and we did an MRI there also. I did CT. They said the tumor has taken a large portion of my leg and it has affected my knee. Remember in 2019, this tumor did not affect my knee, but because of the nonchalant attitude of Nigerian doctors, the fact that we're giving it all my attention, we were paying as any amount they said we should pay in Nigeria, we're doing everything they said we should do, but still they didn't get it right. They were just giving me wrong treatment. They were like, had it been I'd come earlier, this wouldn't even affect my knee. So this is the line of treatment. You need a knee replacement, and they have to remove that bone, meaning they have to put something there. Anyway, we did the biopsy, everything. The day of surgery, they came. They asked me again to pick an orthopedic surgeon, because what the oncologists do, they treat tumors and cancers. So the oncologist is just going to go there and remove this tumor carefully, and the orthopedic will come in to work on the bone. We had to do that. And I had my surgery on the 24th of February 2020. 24th or 25th? No, 28th of February 2020. I had my surgery in India. I was checked in a day before, obviously. And that morning of my surgery, like 4 or 5, up to 6 different medical doctors that were not even on my case came to me to ask me, hello, what's your name? Victoria. Yes, you're going in for this surgery. Yes. They'll come, they'll measure my leg. They'll come, they'll measure my leg to make sure that there was no mistake done. I had a case that happened in UNTH of a guy that had an issue with his left leg, and the doctor was supposed to cut off the left leg and mistakenly cut off his right leg. Jesus. So they had to cut. Now this guy has no legs. Now, in order for them not to make a mistake, there was no mistake done. They came, they marked my hand with marker, marked the leg to be sure that it is that particular right leg that was having issue that wanted to be operated on. They asked a lot of questions. You understand? They come, the anesthetic came to me, tell me, okay, have you done surgery before? What did you experience? I told them, the last surgery I did, I couldn't walk for like 5 months, so please, I want to get better almost immediately. I know this surgery is going to take time. I said, okay, we'll know what you want and what you do not want. They asked me questions. Nutritionist came to me. I was like, okay, you know, after this surgery, you're going to be in the hospital for almost 2 weeks. We'll be feeding you. What kind of food do you eat? But then, we can't give you your kind of food because we're going to give you things that are healthy so you'll be able to heal fast. I don't know if people are understanding this. Yes, it cost a lot of money, but then, I think it was worth it. It was worth your time, I think. So, then the last person came to me. I was like, you need to sign this document. It's possible. It is 50-50. It's possible you don't come out of this alive. Blood loss could happen. Your heart rate could go high. And I was like, my mom signed. He said, no, you are the patient. You're over 18. You sign it. Hey, God. There. I was like, this is getting real. It's getting real. And you know, I thank God for the kind of mind he gave to me. I did not feel bad. I just went to the toilet. I wanted to go to the toilet to go and think. And I entered the toilet with my phone, and then I saw myself doing Snapchat video, and I ended up not thinking. And I came out and just signed it, you know. Signed it. And here is the drama. When they took me to theater, you know, my mom, now before she cried, we prayed. When I got into the theater, guy, when I saw all the metals, all the everything, I got scared and I told them, please, I don't want to do surgery again. Inside the theater, I was still awake. They were like, you have to. Do you know this? I was crying. I don't want to do this surgery. I don't need it. I don't want. I don't know where that fear came from. And these people were patient with me until I calmed down. You're telling me you need this surgery. We spent almost 30 minutes trying to calm me down. Anyway, I calmed down. And they did an epidural on my, they put something on my spine in order for me not to feel pain. That wasn't the anesthetic. That was an epidural. It is for me not to feel pain. I took it as a drip for like almost 2 weeks. There was something, an injection on my spine. I don't know.
Pregnant women used to take it.
Yeah. Okay. Pregnant women take it. Yeah. They put it for me
as if you want actually.
Oh, they put it for me not to feel pain. They put it as a drip, not like put it and remove. It was like a drip. And then they told me, do I want to be awake doing such? I said, please, I don't want to be awake. The one I was awake before, I know awake and finish. So they gave me an anesthetic. And when I woke up in the ICU. God, it was so blowy. I woke up in the ICU. There were a lot of machines on my body, on my chest, wire. Plenty wahala was all over my body.
All these American movies when they wire everywhere.
My sister, they wired me. They wired my back.
Know that it is real.
Wired my front, wired my finger. I had a drip here, had blood coming in from here. I took 9 pints of blood. 9. I lost a lot of blood. So I'm Indian by blood. I don't know if you guys understand. I took 9 pints of blood. Then when I woke up, I remember hearing machine going down, pom, and then they came and I heard them saying her BP is very, very low. Her BP was so low, they had to do something in order for it to come up a bit. They packed something in my mouth that was so salty, I don't know what. They didn't know I was awake because my eyes were closed, but I was conscious. I couldn't open my eyes. They were monitoring me, guy. When I now woke up fully, I was not crying. I want to see my mom. Because I already knew. Guy, I did my surgery on a Monday. This was me waking up on a Wednesday morning. I don't know if people understand. So imagine my mom's trauma the whole of Tuesday, not seeing her daughter. So that was the first thing that came to my mind. Wednesday morning, she came to me, I hugged her, and I was like, okay, that was fine. In between, guy, there's bottled water here. This is it. This was what people were giving me to drink as water. I was so tasty, they didn't want to give me water to drink, guy. Then my doctor finally came to see me. I was like, doctor, tell these people to give me water to drink. Doctor was like, it's not yet time for you to drink water and all of that. And he was like, Victoria, do your leg like this. I was even scared because my last surgery, I couldn't do my leg. And I did it. And I looked at him, like, he pinks me, can you feel? I said, I can feel it. Guy, these people are good. They are so sure of themselves. And after that, I was feeling pain, definitely. The surgery was a very, very serious surgery. I was feeling pain. Any little pain I feel, once I was my nurse was one cute guy like that. This guy will just come, give me one injection, and the pain will stop almost immediately. When I was in ICU, I stayed in ICU for a few hours, and they took me to my ward, and I was back with my mom. I stayed, they were feeding us. I wasn't in serious pain during my stay in the hospital. I was even chilling, doing videos, posting, and then they returned me to the ward today. That day they returned me to the ward. In the evening, physiotherapist came that I should walk. In the evening, imagine physiotherapist telling me to walk. After they just took me out of ICU. And I know, my first surgery in Nigeria, before they asked me to walk, it took 5 months. I don't know if you understand. They said I should walk. They came and they bent the leg, straightened it, bent it, straightened it. I was in pain, but they were like, you just have to endure and walk. And funny enough, I did, though with a support. But guy, the fact that I could stand gave me a lot of hope that, yo, this thing is not as hard as I felt it was. And I walked, I was crying, and I was so happy. I don't know, I felt happy. After my stay in the hospital, guy, lockdown hit us in India. I met my mama. Hey! That lockdown is another story, but guy, I was in the hotel where we stayed. We were doing physiotherapy, therapy, and I came back to Nigeria. I don't know, guys. I went back for checkup in December 2020 again. I went back for checkup. I came back January 2021, and they're like, "Oh, you are fine. You are getting better. You'll be strong, and all of that." Guy, they're so sure of themselves. And what I want you guys all to know, because I cannot bottle up everything in this video, but my essence of this video is for you all to know that anything can happen to anybody. Look beyond the flamboyant life we post. A lot is going down beneath that. A lot of people don't know, so don't wish to be anybody, man, because I have people that will tell me, Vicky, you're enjoying, Vicky, you're looking good, but man, there are days that I will feel pain. I wouldn't be able to get up from my bed, and then I'll just come down and post old pictures of myself that I've not posted before, and then you think, oh, she's balling. You wouldn't know mama is in pain on her bed. There are days I can't stand up. There were times I couldn't bathe myself. There were times I couldn't do things. And nobody knew these things because of what I was portraying. Except people that were inside, were the ones that know. And that was family, because man, that's all we got. It's just family. This thing made me know that, man, I got no friends. Though I have the true ones, but the ones I carry on my head did not carry me on their head. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? A lot were said. Some people said my father wanted me to do ritual. Some people said I had cancer. Some people said it's what I did that is following me. They said things, but man, anything can happen to anybody. Take care of your health. I feel like, because when I asked what could have caused it, they said it was trauma. Maybe when I was a child I hit my leg somewhere and it wasn't properly treated. That's what they said, and it made sense to me because it's possible. Most of these things we do, we hit our leg, we play rough play as children, and our parents will just straighten it. Anyway, I just believe the devil just showed himself, and God really showed up for I and my family. Because man, the girl is still fine, the girl is still balling, everything is still well. I am fine now. These are all stories. I thought it wouldn't end, but man, we thank God for the lessons I picked along the way, the experiences. But I don't like the pain part, but everything happens together for good to those that love God. It brought me closer to God, I think. And just look beyond what we post and focus on yourself. Don't focus on people's life. I hope you all enjoy my story. And like I said, subscribe to Gift-Kachi's channel because she's my girl. You understand? And if she's your friend, don't fuck up because yeah, she's a loyal one sometimes, but she meant. Idiot.
Hi guys.
Yeah, she has been here all this time giving me morale.
Sorry, I'm here. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been a journey. Like up till now, we're still healing. We're still in the process.
Emotional.
Yeah, every emotional, physical, mental, everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed. But if you have any related, no, not like question. If you have any related issue, like just compare if you have ever gone outside the country, or I know so many people that used to compare giving birth in Nigeria and giving birth outside. It's very different. Like, and I would like to go and give birth outside the country if God is.
And if you are going through anything,
God, do you know what they if God willing. If God willing.
If you are going through anything, please trust God.
Yeah.
And trust the process. It's for your own good. Don't give up and don't listen to what people are saying because they will talk.
Yeah.
Just do you, but they will talk. If you do you, they will adjust.
So yeah, do your outro.
Which outro again? Do you.
Bye guys.
Bye guys. Big aura for Collection.